Hello! I'm Brandy Agerbeck of loosetooth.com, and today's Studio Tuesday is from my sister and brother-in-law's gorgeous, gorgeous backyard here in suburban Twin Cities. Doesn't feel so suburban. They moved recently, and their gorgeous backyard makes me feel like a very lucky individual away at sort of like an artist retreat center with the pond and the frogs and the rain. And there were ducks over there earlier, and sometimes there's deer, and all sorts of great stuff. So, today's Studio Tuesday, I just want to talk a little bit about what's coming video-wise, because I'm pretty darn excited about it, and a little bit about how I work from the road. I definitely, a couple video Studio Tuesdays ago was from Hamburg, right? Yeah, no? Yes. And I was talking about the video setup. I just want to talk a little bit about how I organize myself around these ideas so that I can keep on track wherever I am. If life takes me to Minnesota to, unfortunately, visit a very favorite uncle who is not doing his best, or if it takes me on a teaching tour, or if it takes me out on a graphic facilitation project. So again, being able to stay focused and keep creating visual thinking resources, which I absolutely adore doing. So it is, let's see, what is it? I don't know what it is. It's back to school time. So I'm really out of it with this last minute trip. But thankful to be able to be up here with family. So hooray for that. It is back to school mode today. We are seeing, I'm seeing tons and tons of friends in my Facebook feed posting first day of school pictures of their kids. And this has always been an absolute favorite time of year for me. I was, no surprise, a very indoorsy kid. I have never really liked summer. I kind of endure summer instead of enjoying it. And it's been fantastic to kind of be able to get back into back to school mode. And I'm really excited about Thursday's video. So let me tell you about these Thursday videos. So here you're watching a Studio Tuesday, and if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see a lot of videos hashtagged Studio Tuesday, and those are kind of behind the scenes, what I'm working on in the studio, and they're just kind of more about, where I'm at, what I'm working on, announcements, things when labs are opened up, or a workshop I'm giving, stuff like that. It's kind of like more process-oriented, how I'm working in the studio, whether I am actually at home in my Chicago studio, or a couple weeks ago in Hamburg, or today here in Minnesota. But Studio Tuesdays are a little more behind the curtain and about my own process and announcements about what I'm kind of doing out in the world. And the Thursday videos, so I'm just beginning a new series of Thursday videos that are definitely more about teaching you the best use of visual tools. So I know that Tuesdays are not always so educational, and these Thursday videos are definitely meant to be more informative and more educational, whether they are about a specific methodology or a specific tool, or they might be about a certain model, like learning about a new model and how that might help your visual thinking. It's sort of broad, and I've been percolating on this for a very long time, but I will tell you honestly and clearly, doing things on a consistent schedule is not my strong suit. So that is what I'm trying to begin now in back to school mode, or I started to begin with Studio Tuesday, now building with these Thursday videos, is to bring you new videos every single week. Tuesdays, Studio Tuesdays, Thursdays, a new visual thinking video. So, to that end, one of the ways that I help keep focused is a good old use of a very basic office product, and that's index cards. So this is a case here, handy dandy plastic case, couple bucks, right? And a whole bunch of index cards. And very, very simply, what these are, if I show you a little more closely here, they are half light yellow and half white, and this is the content through January 2020 of the Studio Tuesday videos, which are the yellow cards, and the Thursday videos, which are white cards. And this basically gives me a card per week, and I can go through and add notes. So if I get an idea and think, that would be a really great second video on the idea shaper of the trio. Let's make sure I get that note down. I've got the card for it. So, and I know, plenty of people do this stuff electronically. I totally get it. I am somebody who needs that kind of tactile tool. So I really like having these physical objects to get my hands on and shuffle around and move around. And that's how I work best. So some of you watching this may say, why aren't you using Evernote or Trello or whatever, right? This is what works for me. This may work for you, try it out if you think it might be useful. But basically, each of these cards is a video. Yellow ones are Studio Tuesdays. White ones are the Thursday videos. And for the Thursday videos, I've really been struggling with exactly how to structure them, because I do need some structure. I need that overarching big picture for myself to be able to work well. Much like working on the Agerbeck method all spring, it was a matter of, once I knew what the structure and shape of that online course was, then I found it very easy to dive in and get to work. So I needed that same kind of structure for these Thursday videos. And I don't know if this will make sense to you. I'll share it, because why not? Process Studio Tuesday behind the curtain. But the what I came up with, which I think will work well, is what I consider sort of a waltz. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of pattern behind these videos. And the ones are a Meet the Idea Shaper video. So I'm specifically telling you about one single idea shaper in the Idea Shapers book. So one specific visual thinking concept. So that's the one of the 1, 2, 3. The twos are another video that sort of complements whatever that idea shaper was introduced the previous week. So it's just sort of like, if I did a video on the trio, then the next week would be, oh, this is a nice way to expand on this particular concept and see it in action. In action. Not one word. In the Idea Shaper book, I end each chapter with a at-work story. So it's the trio at work. And originally it was the trio in action, in space action, but it sounded like an action, especially because I talk fast. So that got changed. So, second videos will be an expansion on the Meet the Idea Shapers, and the third video will just be something else. I needed some breathing space between the Idea Shaper videos to be able to capture some of these other ideas. It may be, hey, I was at this conference and I was introduced to this new idea, let me share it. It may be something more specific around working with groups, so borrowing some of the many, many years of graphic facilitation experience, which I just realized next month will be 22 years of graphic facilitation. Crazy pants. So maybe next month one of the videos will be the 22-year long view of the field. I better get that on the index card. So so those third videos are sort of capturing some other idea, and then again the next week will be the one of another idea shaper to meet. So that is the plan, Stan. I hope you will find all these videos useful. They are always archived on YouTube. That's probably the best way to make sure you're seeing all of them. They are linked from my newsletter, so feel free to hop on over to loosetooth.com and sign up for the newsletter, so you'll always get a link to the latest video. But you will certainly see the links and the comments spread on Facebook and LinkedIn and all over the place. So that is the plan, Stan. These are the index cards the index cards for those videos, and I look forward to recording more, whether I'm here in my sister's home, whether I'm back in the studio in Chicago, or I'm out on the road. But I just wanted to share that, and definitely stay tuned for Thursday's video. Like I said, it is beautiful, beautiful visual thinking nerdery, and I'm super excited about it. So thank you so much for watching.